Yo, alright, this shit working now. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that shit, bro. It's finally working. God damn, bro. I couldn't even stream on Twitch today. I wanted to stream on Twitch today, but what's good, everybody? I'm sorry I had to redo the stream, restart the stream, reschedule the stream, a new version of the stream. It's not the original one, but it's okay. It is what it is. What's good, everybody? We're about to pull up the stream. About to pull up this video. The video that we started reacting to in the last stream, but we didn't. I was getting tired, so I couldn't really react to it. That shit kind of pissed me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but what's good, man? Ragnarok is definitely gonna be insane. Calvin was good. Ghost, what's up? Damien, what's up? Elijah was good. Nick, what's up? Rugnasty was good. Damien, Jordan, what's up, y'all? I already said what up to Damien. My bad. Trey, what's up, bro? Today been a real boring day for you? How? Why? New version, you said? No, I'm talking about the stream. Like, I had to reschedule it. I had to reschedule the stream and put a new stream. Am I playing God of War Ragnarok tomorrow? I don't know. It doesn't come out tomorrow. Comes out Wednesday. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say yes and I can't say no. It's going down later tonight. Later tonight? Oh, y'all must be somewhere else in another country or state. So, definitely not later tonight. No, that shit is on Wednesday. What time are you going to stream Ragnarok tomorrow? Midnight. Wait. Midnight. I don't know, bro. I don't know what time I'm streaming Ragnarok tomorrow. I'm just going to keep it at that. I don't know. I don't even know, bro. To be honest. Just ain't having nothing to do today. I really get bored. I haven't been out dancing in a week or so. You got a job, my nigga? Shit, get you a job so you won't be bored, bro. Shit. Gavin, what's good, bro? But yeah, I don't know what time I'm streaming tomorrow, bro. I don't even know, bro. Mark, what's up, bro? Kratos versus Comic Big Superman. I don't know about all that. But that nigga Kratos is OP. But damn, this nigga Damien be coming in a clutch when I need it, like the most. Jesus fucking Christ, Damien. Thank you so much for the donation, bro. Damien, my boy Damien just donated. Damien just donated $15, bro. Everybody clap it up for my boy Damien, bro. Clapping emojis, clapping emojis, clapping emojis. Today was weird. It was? Damn. Ragnarok's gonna be insane. Alright, we're gonna get into this, y'all. I'm sorry. The original stream would have had way more people here, but just everybody just please like the stream, bro. I did have a job. My school load too heavy for a job. Ah, shit. Man. Where you going to school at? What you majoring in? You look sleepy. I'm sleepy, but I'm up. Like, it's only 6 o'clock, bro. I'm not like tired. Like, I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy. I'm not going to sleep at 6 or 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm good. I had a full day of work. The shit was fucking insane. But shout out to Damien, bro. Shout out to fucking Damien. Alright, man. I'm gonna pull this stuff up, man. Like I said, today we're not streaming on TikTok because the internet was acting weird. So I was like, let me just stream on YouTube, and it started working. Alright. Shout out to you, bro. Fucking GOAT, man. Let me fix this camera. Hold up. My camera always do this shit, bro. No. Oh my god. Bro, what the fuck just happened, bro? Bro, what the fuck just happened, bro? Chat, hold up a second. I think my camera fucked up. Give me 1 second. This shit acting stupid. What the fuck? There you go. Yo, I was like, yo, what the fuck just happened, bro? Like, that shit kind of scared me, bro. I ain't gonna front. And this wasn't up at, like, I don't know what just happened. I'm not even gonna front. I don't know what just happened. But, all right. Damn, have we not had the chat up in here? Magdi, I know that. I just saw it happen. I know, bro. I can see it. I can see all this. Y'all can't see what I can see. This is what I can see, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all niggas, bro, because y'all don't know what. All right, this is what I can see, obviously, and like y'all can't see the camera. I mean, my face is not on there, obviously, because it's showing it's showing my screen. So now my face is on there. Like my friend girl I was playing with. Then her stick the middle finger up. Wait, huh? I'm so confused. I am so confused. All right, y'all. Let's get into this, bro. So we're gonna be watching a full hour and it's like an hour and 13 minutes, I think, something like that. Full hour of the history of Kratos. This is gonna be a good one, man, because a lot of people don't know the backstory of like Kratos. A lot of people just play God of War for the first time in 2018 with the 2018 version and not the old ones. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be really good. Really looking forward to this. Yo, we only got 18 likes, bro. That's crazy, bro. I need 34 likes right now. It's crazy that we only got 18 likes. Y'all are wrong for that. Yo, half of y'all haven't even liked the shit. That is insanity. Like, that should be illegal. But and it's free, bro. It's so easy to just press the like button. I don't know why that's so hard for people, bro. Just like the stream, bro. It helps the channel so much. Liking the stream is equivalent to donating $1 to me. Technically. Blast that like. How fast can y'all like the stream, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Alright, let me pull this video up for y'all. This is gonna be a crazy video, man. This is gonna be a good video. I'm looking forward to this. Let's see. Let's see. Where is it at? God of War Ragnarok. No, not Ragnarok. Not Ragnarok. Kratos history. It should be. Which is this? Yeah, this is it. All right. I'm gonna pull it up in a second. Give me time. This fucking ad. All right. Once the ad goes past, I'm gonna bring it up, bro. I got y'all. I got y'all. Jesus Christ, get off my screen. It's the longest fucking ad in the world. Oh my God, bro. Jesus! How are both of them not skippable, bro? That doesn't even make any sense. Jesus fucking Christ.
His brother. Kratos.
Oh, that's where we stopped at. All right, so let's pull it back. Let's pull it back for the people that... Hold on, let me change the screen. Yo, what's up with this? This shit not working? Nah, hold on. My hotkeys aren't working. I don't like that shit. Hold up, why is my hotkeys not working? The fuck is going on? What? No, bro. Why are the hotkeys not working? I know why. Never mind. I know why. Everybody like the stream, y'all. I know why this shit not working. That's fucking weird. My hotkeys aren't working at all, bro. What the hell is going on? I pay for premium because ass, ain't it? I mean, you pay for premium, but people still get, we still get paid for that, right? Which is fine. Like, I ain't paying for that shit. All right, I don't know why this shit's doing this. Let's see if this shit work. Still don't work. That's crazy, bro. Stream acting stupid today, bro. It is what it is. Fuck it, we just gonna have to do it manually. Stupid, bro. All right, let's go ahead and watch this joint. All right, so history of Kratos God of War Ragnarok series. Basically, this is just Kratos' full story. A lot of people has like, you know, told Kratos' story in a certain way, but this is more of a deep dive into it. This is gonna be interesting. Looking forward to watching this with y'all, man. This is gonna be cool as hell. And it's an hour and 12 minutes. So close. I was close. Hour and 13 minutes technically. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna run it. I know the story already. Most of the story. I know majority of it. I played the first 3 games, so, and like Ascension and all that shit. I think I said that wrong. But anyway, I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna let y'all, you know, get into it, but I gotta go grab something real quick.
Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and welcome to the first of what will be many God of War History of videos coming to the channel. I am very excited to bring you all this new series, and tell you all the tale of the Ghost of Sparta, Kratos. This video will dive into the mysteries surrounding his birth, his clash with the Furies, his ascension to godhood, his war against Olympus, and finally his escape to Midgard. Now this video will cover a number of different aspects of the character's story, thus focusing largely on his journey from his perspective all the way up until God of War 4. Now, this video is largely designed to get you all up to date with Kratos as a character before the release of God of War Ragnarok. I know many of us, including myself, missed the opportunity to play the original trilogy of games during their prime and release.
And, you know, a lot of people haven't played the originals, which is okay. I'm going to be pausing it sometimes. The stream might be long as fuck. And that's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, you know, like, it is what it is. As long as you know the history, though, of behind God of War, you know, like, it's okay if you haven't played the original games. Like, it's cool. I get it. Everybody don't play shit. A lot of younger kids definitely didn't play it, and yeah.
So there are sadly many that may not be familiar with the history of Kratos before he arrived in Midgard. So, with that said, I will be covering all forms of God of War media, and there's a lot to get through. Jesus, but
Mr. and Mrs. Flicks was good.
Right. So, without any further ado, let's begin, shall we?
This is gonna be fucking crazy. Yo, this story crazy as fuck. I'm just letting y'all know. For the people that don't know, this story is fucking insane, bro. His whole story is insane, bro.
Now, to talk about Kratos properly.
Y'all are gonna. I'm sorry, I paused it. I'm not gonna be pausing it a lot. Y'all gonna see like the giant motherfucking gods that he was, bruh.
Let's dial back the clock a bit before the events of the very first game, as it is in fact very important to understand the somewhat fate cast upon him even before his birth.
It was fucked up.
You see, Kratos is of Greek descent, being born in the southern part of Greece, Sparta. Now, being a Spartan was one thing, but Kratos was definitely something far more extraordinary.
Facts.
He was in fact a child of Zeus, the king of the Olympian gods. So, growing up, Kratos was blessed with divine traits that had him stand out from his fellow Spartans. And whilst he had this demigod status, he would not be told about it at all when he was growing up.
Right.
As his mother, Callisto, would bear it in secrecy as she raised both him and his brother, Deimos. Now, their childhood was far from peaceful. Being a child of Sparta meant that you were born a warrior. So the second a Spartan child could walk, a spear and a sword was put in hand. But all was not well. Trouble stirred in Olympus. Zeus had learned of a prophecy saying that he and Olympus would perish at the hands of one of his children, one marked at birth. Now, with Callisto having been the most recent of Zeus's affairs, he would send out his children, Ares and Athena, to hunt down said marked
Why did Zeus smash her?
Capture him.
Like,
Zeus hopes that by maybe doing so, he could avert the hands of fate, and both he and Olympus would stand. So, from here, Athena and Ares would storm Sparta, bringing chaos in their wake as they captured the young Deimos.
Yep.
When they tore him from his brother's arms, Kratos would in fact lunge and attempt to strike down Ares, but was understandably easily swatted away. Now, whilst this interaction was brief, the courage that Kratos showed actually impressed Ares, as he saw behind the young man's eyes his fighting spirit and his potential for great destruction. So from this point onwards, Ares would actually keep a very close eye on Kratos, wanting to
Ares
see
is a hoe
what
too.
could
I ain't gonna
become
cap.
of him. Now, shortly after losing his brother, Kratos would brand himself with the tattoos that resembled his brother's markings, somewhat honoring his memory, as he felt like the two were always fighting side by side as he went through the trials of Sparta. In due time, Kratos would eventually conquer every trial presented his way, catching the eyes of many of his peers in the Spartan army. And as he grew in age, Kratos would meet a woman by the name of Lysandra, and she was unlike any woman he had met before, having instantly fallen in love with her. For the first time in Kratos' life, he actually felt a form of peace, solace if you will, and things would only get better once she fell pregnant with their child. But sadly, this was a calm before the storm. Months would pass by, and eventually, Lysandra would give birth to the beautiful Calliope. But tragically, this was during a time of great disease in Greece. And because of this, Calliope was born deformed. Now, in Sparta, upon a child's birth, they would be inspected to see whether or not the child was strong or weak. If the child was seen as weak, they would be cast out and killed. So, unfortunately for Kratos, Calliope actually fell into the latter, and her fate was seemingly sealed. That is, until he struck a deal with the Spartan king.
I think he skipped something. Let's find out.
Learning of a
With the
legendary
Ares situation.
cure known as the ambrosia of the god Asclepius, he said that if they could delay her demise, then he would seek out the ambrosia and bring it back to Sparta, so the Spartans could use it to cure any disease and increase their numbers. With the deal now struck, Kratos would set out to track down the location of the ambrosia, but this was no simple task. You see, Kratos was a mere pawn in a much larger game, being played by the gods. It was the gods that spreaded this disease throughout the lands, and wanted to pit the champions of man across Greece
Agitating
in a
the fuck
bloody battle royale that would determine who would get the ambrosia. And for their own entertainment,
like the stream, man,
place bets on what champions
everybody
they would believe would be victorious. This pursuit would understandably lead to a bloody massacre all across Greece, with it climaxing between Kratos and Ulrich, the prince of the barbarians. Whilst Ulrich is able to land fatal blows on the Spartan, it isn't enough to keep
Elijah,
him down,
yeah.
and eventually the barbarian is defeated and left for dead. Upon returning to the land of Sparta, his daughter would finally be cured of her sickness, and as a reward for his success, Kratos would be given the role of Spartan captain.
Okay, yeah.
name would
Okay,
become
so
legend,
yeah, he
spreading
didn't skip
throughout
it.
the land as he led charge after charge, which was followed by victory.
I thought he had
victory.
skipped something,
Now,
but he
in a
didn't.
strange twist of fate, his name would reach the ears of one begrudged King Ulrich. Having survived his quest for the ambrosia, Ulrich had a vendetta against Kratos, as the at-the-time prince was in pursuit of the cure for his father.
Yep.
Having felt like he was denied his father's salvation, he would wage a large assault against the Spartan captain. And this time, unlike their previous altercation, the barbarian king was victorious, but defiant to the bitter end. Kratos would call out to Ares and offer him a deal, one that he...
This is when it gets real, bruh. So he basically sold his soul to Ares. GameStar, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, bro. I appreciate you. If you want to become a member of the channel, it's only 99 cents a month. It's literally 99 cents a month for the Witty Fam Light Edition. Link is in the description if you want to become a member. It literally says become a member. Or you could just join right here on the actual channel. Just go to the channel and press join. But yeah, this shit gets real, bro. So Kratos knew he was about to die. So he called out the Ares basically sold his soul to Ares, and was forced to do jobs for Ares and things of that. It gets crazy, bro. This shit gets crazy. Oh shit.
He simply could not deny. Kratos would swear an eternal life of servitude in exchange for the destruction of the barbarian horde. Now, having paid close attention to Kratos, this was a deal that Ares would take with open arms. So, in one single swoop, the barbarian hordes would be vanquished, and Kratos was now a servant to the god of war, and to somewhat brand his puppet. Ares would have his arms be seared tight, with the chains tied to the blades of chaos, a weapon that would define Kratos as a character going forward. Now, it's really here where we see a huge change in character for Kratos.
Facts, bro. This shit's crazy.
The god of war forced the Spartan to travel from land to land, spreading war, blood, and chaos in the name of Ares. During this time, Kratos had fully succumbed to his rage and anger, and was slowly losing his grip on reality. However, it wasn't all bad. Kratos' memory of Lysandra and Calliope is what ultimately kept his humanity intact, but this was understandably something that Ares did not like.
Bro.
During one of Kratos' bloody escapades, where he would lay siege to an entire village, he would be warned by an oracle to halt his attack. She would tell him that if he did not heed her words, then he would come to do something that he would regret. But Kratos, still blinded by his pride and devotion to Ares, would go on ahead and kill the remaining members of the village.
Watch this.
In a blood-soaked
Watch
rage.
this. Fucked
but
up.
It was only until this berserker rage wore off, where he finally realized the terrible mistake he had made. Kratos had killed Lysandra and Calliope.
He killed his wife and his child by mistake, just because. Yo, his story is fucked up, bro. And y'all gonna see what happened. He takes the ashes and put it on his body, and y'all gonna see what happens.
Cradling the lifeless body, Ares would appear before him and was sympathetic yet pleased as to what he had done. It was him that planted Kratos' family in the village.
It was fucked up.
Believing that if Kratos killed them, then he would become the ultimate warrior. But instead of forging something unbreakable, he would send Kratos into a spiraling depression, one that would ultimately have him question his own existence. When Kratos left the hut, the oracle saw what he had done, and out of disgust, she would curse him to carry the sins of his past. Marking Kratos with the ashes of his family and child.
So basically, she took the ashes of his family and put it on him, so he could never. That's why Kratos is like grayish, whitish looking now. Ever since after the game, basically since the first game, and that's why he looks like that. That's why he's that color. A lot of people haven't. If you haven't noticed, let's go back and listen to what he said.
The hut. The oracle saw what he had.
Elite Chief. That's what's good. I already know the story, the full story. I played all the games, so. But like for the people that don't know, this is for y'all, man. This is for the people that don't know. You don't gotta, if you watched it already, that's cool, bro. But it's for the people that really don't know about his story.
Done. And out of disgust, she would curse him to carry the sins of his past, marking Kratos with the ashes of his family and child. From here on out, Kratos would be dubbed throughout the land as the ghost of Sparta, and every night from this point onwards, he would be haunted with the memory of what he had done. Now, understandably regretful, Kratos would attempt to sever his pact with Ares, but this would invoke the rage of the Furies. So this now brings us on to our first chronological game in the series, God of War Ascension.
Yeah, Ascension was
Aligned
crazy.
with Ares, the Furies would torture Kratos, forcing him to see visions of his dead wife and child, as they hoped to break him down to the point where he would fall under Ares' control. But fortunately for the Spartan, he would be approached by another Fury, the Oathkeeper, Orcus. It was this Fury here that released him from his illusion, and handed him the ring and necklace of Lysandra. You see, Orcus had sensed that something wasn't quite right with the oath that Kratos had made with Ares, and thus released him of their control, so that they could both get answers to what exactly was going on. But in order to do so, Kratos was forced to seek out guidance from an oracle in Delphi. Whilst he's met with much resistance there, even having to kill the likes of Pollux and Castor, he is able to reach her, but unfortunately not before she is gravely wounded. In her dying breath, the oracle reveals the truth to Kratos. In her dying breath, the oracle reveals to Kratos that the only way he can sever his ties to Ares is by slaying his 3 Furies. With a new mission in mind, he would travel to the land of Delos, where he would acquire the Eyes of Truth. But upon claiming it, he would be ambushed by the trio of Furies, who would easily subdue the Spartan. Irritated that one of their own had freed him to guarantee his imprisonment, Kratos would be dragged to the prison of the damned, a facility built inside a living, breathing Hecatoncheires. For weeks the Spartan was tortured, but it only takes one single moment for them to drop their guard and for the Spartan to break free.
Yes, sir.
And from here, Kratos is able to cut down the insect horde of Megara, break through the illusions of Tisiphone, and force his way into the chambers of Alecto.
He had them Tigos, I ain't gonna lie. He put them right in them too, right in the Tigos.
Despite the combined power of the Furies, it is overshadowed by the sheer pain and rage that Kratos has engraved in his soul.
This is what we mean by, like, you know, in God of War 2018, it was just like, yo, why is Kratos not, you know, he's still crazy, he's still wild, he's still brutal, but he's not, bro. In these early games when he was young, bro, this nigga was brutal as fuck. Brutal, my nigga. Like, when I mean brutal, I mean brutal. He was literally wildin', bro. If y'all gonna see, bro, when it gets to God of War 2 and 3, bro, this nigga was wildin', bro. When he started killing all the gods, bro, it's fucked up. He said, fuck this, I'm going on a rampage.
Kratos is successful in slaying them all and freeing himself of Ares.
They did skip, yeah, they skipped, of course they skipped some stuff. They definitely skipped some stuff, but you know. Yeah, the leaderboard, yeah.
Freedom comes at a price. He would learn that just before Alecto had died, Alecto had embedded Orcus with one last final oath. Kratos's. To be free, Kratos is forced to kill Orcus to shatter Ares' shackles, something that the Fury actually seems to be at peace with. Once freed of the God of War's control, Kratos chooses from this point onwards to become a champion of the gods, hoping that by serving them, maybe one day they will sway in his favor, and maybe, just maybe, he could get his revenge.
This one shit get real. This one shit about to get real, bro. This nigga started wildin'. Kratos was bugging, bro. These games was brutal.
Now, our next installment in the God of War series is God of War Chains of Olympus.
Chains of Olympus was so good.
5 years after the end of Ascension. Here, Kratos continues to be a servant of the gods, performing heroic acts in their name to gain their favor.
It was a lot of God of War games, but a lot of people don't know.
After defeating a Persian army, the Spartan would suddenly witness the sun plummeting from the sky. Understandably wanting answers, Kratos would seek guidance and surprisingly be approached by the goddess Athena. She would inform Kratos that the sun god Helios had supposedly been kidnapped by the god of dreams, Morpheus, who was planning to send Olympus into a deep eternal slumber.
I remember playing this shit, bro.
Both man and god. Now, understandably wanting to remain in their favor, Kratos would infiltrate the temple of Helios and learn from the sun god's sister that Helios had been dragged to the underworld. So the Spartan ventures down into the world of the dead, where he meets Charon, the ferryman of the underworld. Now, at first he is denied passage, as well he is not a dead man, and this causes the two to come to blows, as it does stop Kratos on his quest. At first he is defeated, but in the
I was playing the fuck out of this shit on PSP.
Is not quite so fortunate.
Chains of
but
Olympus.
his first loss wasn't
All right.
really a bad thing. Upon being cast into the depths of Tartarus, he
Okay, Ascensions and Chains of Olympus was both on PSP. I played those, both of them. Then later
notices
on, it
that
gets to
the
2 and
Titan
3 and
Atlas
things of that
has
nature.
somehow broken out of his shackles and has disappeared. Knowing that the Titans could be involved in this plot,
He's gonna get
against
into
the
2 and 3, I
gods,
mean.
Kratos immediately quickens his pace. As he enters the depths of the underworld, the ghost of Sparta would begin to see visions of his daughter.
It was
and
fucked
even
up.
hear a
Bruh.
melody that she would play back at home.
nigga's story's fucked up.
Understandably curious, Kratos follows her ghost, and it's here where he meets the goddess of the underworld, Persephone. Being able to sense his grief and pain, Persephone offers Kratos a gift of sorts. If the Spartan is willing to sacrifice his power and weapons, then she will allow him to be reunited with Calliope in Elysium. An offer
Crazy
that
bitch.
Kratos would understandably take instantly. But once again, this all does come at a cost.
Of course.
As Kratos is reunited with his daughter, Persephone is finally able to reveal her plans. We learn here that it wasn't Morpheus that had orchestrated the kidnapping of Helios, but instead her and Atlas. Being forced into an eternal marriage with Hades had turned her bitter and mad, so the last thing she wanted to do was to bring it all down, literally. With the assistance of Atlas, she planned to collapse the pillar of the world and have Olympus be brought onto the world of man, and then for that to collapse in on the underworld. This would cause a cataclysmic event that would end all life on every plane. So technically, this would actually mean that Kratos would be forced to witness Calliope die again, something he
And it
just
was fucked
simply
up.
couldn't live with. So with much regret, Kratos must give up his daughter and reclaim his weapons of war to stop Persephone and Atlas. During this huge battle,
Bro, so
Kratos
fucked
is
up, bro.
successful in killing the goddess and chaining Atlas's hands back to the mortal plane, now forced to hold it above his head for all of eternity. But before Kratos leaves, Atlas does have a question for the Spartan, and that is, does he really think the gods would actually help him achieve his goals? And it's here where Kratos seems quite uncertain with what his goals are now, as his relationships with gods have understandably been very much so tainted. But one thing that he does know for sure is that his vengeance will be true. Now following this brings us up to our main line of games, starting off with the very first God of War game,
First
which
one.
takes place 5 years later after Chains of Olympus.
Basically,
After
he's
a-
doing it. What he's doing it in order for you guys, basically, for everybody. Like the history, like just like the different series, they make stuff. It bounces around, but he's doing it in order, which is great. I love this. I love that he's doing this. You know, just making sure everything's in proper. You know,
A decade of servitude, Kratos would finally be given the quest he had been yearning for, the opportunity to slay the god of war, Ares. In between the events of Chains of Olympus, tension was brewing amongst the gods. Ares had grown tired of Zeus's favoritism of Athena and waged a massive war on
you never played the
Athens.
prequels. That's fine.
This was seen as a great betrayal and declaration of
Wait, oh, Ascensions. Okay, I always do this. I always get Ascensions because I know Ascensions came out later. I always get Ascensions and fucking fuck. I always forget the name of that joint. I always get Ascensions and Chains of Olympus mixed up. I always do that shit. I do remember Chains of Olympus being on PSP though, for sure. I do remember that. And Ascensions was on PS3? I don't remember that. Okay, no. I do remember a God of War game being on so it had to be Ascensions then. It was just the way they made it basically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Ascensions was on PS3. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep. Chains of Olympus was on PSP. See, y'all always get them shits mixed up, bro. I always do the flippy floppy. What's up? What time are you gonna stream God of War launch? I'm off. I'm off Wednesday, so I'm gonna stream at midnight regardless. But y'all might get a surprise. I don't know. I might get a surprise, so we just don't know yet, bro. On the PSP emulator, hey, those are pretty good games on PSP. Oh, 100%, 100%, 100%. Kratos in God of War 4 is more depressed and angry. Yeah, that nigga been through it. He's just that, and he's older. I mean, he's not old, obviously. I mean, he's old, but he's not like, it ain't draining his power away and nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? But Kratos has one of the most craziest stories ever, bro. This nigga's a fucking shit is crazy. But it's about to get into it now. I'm glad they're doing it in order like they supposed to. So.
War of Olympus. Now, Athena,
this is the first God of War.
Paid great attention to Kratos and serving Ares, would offer him a opportunity at vengeance, saying that if he really wished to kill the god of war, then he would have to seek out an ancient power known as Pandora's box. This quest would take him to the likes of Athens, where he would seek out an oracle to find out the location of Pandora's box. After killing Medusa and claiming the lightning bolts of Zeus, he would learn of its location. The artifact known as Pandora's box was located in Pandora's temple.
It looks bad because it's on PS2, y'all.
So of the Titan Kronos. It was a
rough
and bloody journey across the desert, but eventually Kratos would make it to the chambers of Pandora's box, much to his own dismay. Ares, having anticipated the desperation of both the gods and Kratos, would also travel out to the desert of Lost.
Well, if Mr. Walker were
Fuck
here,
you!
I'd ask him about this disturbing history of violence
go vote, man.
That we've seen from him.
Souls, and throw a giant pillar at the ghost of Sparta, impaling him into a giant wall as Ares' minions fly off with the box. Now, Kratos actually dies here, as his soul is sent to the underworld, but technically through sheer bloody will, and a little bit of assistance from the caretaker, totally not Zeus in disguise. He is able to pick up where he left off, and arrives in Athens. Once he confronts Ares, he would open up Pandora's box, and be bestowed with its incredible power and strength.
That's when he became a fucking
even playing field, with both of them
giant
going blow for blow. In an act of desperation, Ares tries to break Kratos mentally, having him fight and kill fake versions of himself, and once again witness the death.
I think that was when he became a giant, right?
Well, this was a horrible mistake on Ares' part. This only stokes the flames of hatred, and in one swift thrust, the god of war is no more. And although Kratos is successful in his lifelong quest, he doesn't gain peace from this. His one wish from achieving such a goal was to be relieved of his horrific nightmares. And whilst Athena is very happy with Kratos' efforts, and is empathetic towards his situation, this was something she could not do. She couldn't relieve Kratos of his nightmares. And broken once more, the Spartan would attempt to take his own life in the hopes that he could finally join his family. But just before he plunges into the deep, he would be halted by Athena, sensing that he no longer had purpose and was at the end of his rope. She would give him a new purpose in life, one more fitting of his savage Spartan nature. Kratos would become the new god of war. Whilst Olympus was pleased to have a new god of war, especially one that was not Ares, not everyone felt the same way. There was a small group of mortals known as the Disciple of Ares that wished to resurrect their fallen god with the ambrosia mentioned earlier. Now Kratos, having previous knowledge of its location, would immediately set out and destroy the remaining bits of ambrosia, preventing the return of Ares and killing a Hitonkares in his way. Now the end of this comic book tie-in brings us on to another God of War spin-off game, God of War Ghost of Sparta.
Ghost of Sparta was on PSP, right? I think that was on PSP as well.
As Kratos sits upon his new appointed throne, he begins to receive visions of his mother Callisto calling out to him. Believing that this was a sign, Kratos would travel out to Atlantis to seek answers as to what had happened to her. Why was she reaching out to him after so long? Now, whilst he does have his heart set on this, it is Athena that does attempt to sway him away, believing that if he were to follow through on them, this may in fact cause a stir.
Chat, like the stream, yo. Everybody,
that Kratos clearly could not care less about.
Everybody in the chat, take your time to like the stream. Make sure you got a snack too, or a bev. Make sure you chilling, watching this, bro. I want y'all to enjoy this, man. Make sure y'all got a snack. Make sure y'all liking the stream. Let's get to 100 likes before the end of the stream. If we could get to 100 likes before the end of the stream. If not 100, let's get close to 100 at least. Let's get close to. Let's be realistic. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for being in here, bro. Let's continue this shit.
So the Spartan would travel to the city
for the people that don't know.
And whilst he was met with heavy resistance,
John,
it was hardly an obstacle for the god of war. And once he forced his way deep into the heart of the city, he finally found his mother Callisto. And upon finally seeing her, we learn why she had reached out to him. Callisto had received details and visions of his long-lost brother Deimos. Yes, after many years, the Spartan had once again resurfaced. But in order to track him down, she told Kratos that he needed to go to Sparta. By retracing his steps, he could get the answers he was looking for, and possibly even save his brother. But before Callisto is able to reveal more information, she is tragically transformed into a monster against her will. And due to a wild nature now, Kratos is sadly forced to put her out of
He has to
misery.
kill her.
So
was
once
fucked
again,
up.
the ghost of Sparta is forced to claim the life of yet another
family member.
Family.
It's fucked
And it's
up.
here where the cogs of fate really start to turn. The god
This nigga's story is fucked up, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. This nigga been through hell and back.
have played such a large and undeniable role in Kratos' life, but has constantly shed the blood of those he has loved. So the seeds of resentment are sown and would slowly begin to flourish, as we will quickly see. Now, as a form of petty vengeance, Kratos would align himself with the likes of Fira, a titan, and have her bring down Atlantis, which understandably pissed off not only the likes of Poseidon, but also Olympus.
All of them bitch ass
Despite Athena's warnings, Kratos would continue to pursue his quest and locate the whereabouts of his brother.
Killing all these
Once Kratos
motherfuckers.
returns back home to Sparta, he finally learns of his brother's fate. After Deimos was taken by the gods, the young boy would be cast into the realm known as the Domain of the Dead, a realm that houses the Olympian god of death, Thanatos. But in order to enter said realm, Kratos had to return back to Atlantis. And once he makes his way through the crumbled debris of the city, he's able to enter the realm of death and is successful in locating Deimos. But this is not a happy reunion. Deimos, after years of isolation, has grown both bitter and rather mad. So when he's released of his chains, he explodes into a fit of rage and attacks Kratos, beating him into the ground. But before he is able to kill his brother, the fight would be broken up by Thanatos, who does attempt to kill Deimos himself, denying Kratos the opportunity to save him. But before he can fall off the edge of a cliff, Kratos is able to save him. At this point, Kratos can't be upset at his brother, understanding his pain, as that seems to be the only thing they now do share. Despite feeling abandoned, Deimos decides to mend their broken relationship. And side by side, after many decades apart, the two Spartans turn their sights to Thanatos and prepare for battle. And what's interesting is that it's Thanatos here that realizes that Zeus was wrong. They had taken the wrong marked brother. The ensuing battle is a brutal and bloody fight, with Deimos falling to the hand of Thanatos. But his death is not in vain, as Kratos is able to plunge his blades deep into the chest of Thanatos and vanquish the god of death. Now, whilst he was pleased to have found his brother, this shattered Kratos emotionally. It seems like once again, he is forced to repeat echoes of the past,
bro, he's lost
and
so
buries
many
what
people,
he
bro.
believes is the last member of his family.
You notice Kratos has lost so many to this day, bruh. Even in the recent joint, lost his damn wife. Like, it's fucked up. Like,
once Kratos leaves the realm of the dead, he is met by Athena, who, whilst is annoyed, is empathetic towards Kratos, having learned of what happened in the realm of the dead. And whilst the gods were not happy with what Kratos had done, Athena, out of compassion, attempts to bestow him with more power so he can arise to Olympus. But at this point, Kratos himself wants nothing to do with gods, not even Athena herself. So he declines her offer and begins to plan his next attack. Now, here are where things are quite scarce and a little bit hazy, but at some point between Ghost of Sparta and God of War 2, there is a mobile game that is canon to the series known as God of War Betrayal.
See, I haven't played that.
All the way in 2007, so it's a very old installment, but is still apparently canonical to
So it's still
story.
canon.
Now, during the events of Betrayal, Kratos and his new Spartan army begin to wage a war across Greece. This in turn understandably causes strife amongst his fellow gods, and Zeus's wife Hera attempts to put a stop to his siege by sending one of her beasts to halt him. But unfortunately, the beast is quickly killed off by an assassin, and Kratos is framed for its death. Now, as you would imagine, especially with Hera being held up in very high regard amongst the gods, this causes heads to turn in Olympus, and they begin to shun him more, seeing him as a wild dog that requires a leash. Now, understandably wanting answers, Kratos would cease his attack and seek out this mysterious assailant. His journey would take him all across Greece, until he crossed paths with the son of Hermes, Syrinx, the messenger of the gods. It's here where Syrinx commands Kratos to halt his pursuit and answer to the gods. Zeus has grown increasingly worried with the actions of Kratos, as he's leaving a trail of destruction behind him, and is mirroring a lot of problems that the god had issues with Ares about. Now, stubborn in his ways, Kratos doesn't turn his heel, and instead proceeds to move forward. But this is something that Syrinx won't allow, so the two battle each other, and this leads to the death of Syrinx, which in turn means two different things. The assassin at the start of the game is successful in escaping, and the tear he had in Olympus is now ripped wide open. So this brings us up to our next installment in the series, God of War 2.
It's crazy how long it took to get to God of War 2 too, bro. Like, just in general, bro. God of War 2 is a game. A game. This shit was too fucking real. God of War 2 was fire. That's probably my favorite one, to be honest.
Like America. Bold, ambitious, unconventional.
This shit is so good. So good.
Now fully immersed in his God of War persona, Kratos would continue to push forth with his war on Greece, waging a slaughter against Rhodes with his Spartan army. It's during this time where once again the Spartan is approached by Athena, who would try to sway him on his destructive path. But as expected, this would fall upon deaf ears, and Kratos would continue on his path of destruction.
Of course.
Whilst this battle seems one-sided for him, he is eventually robbed of a portion of his godhood by an eagle, believing that it was Athena trying to slow him down in his assault.
And he loses
to combat
his power.
him, the eagle would infuse the siphoned power of Kratos into a large colossus. So another big cataclysmic battle would break out. And this is where the blade of Olympus plummets from the heavens.
Yes, sir.
Having believed that he had been blessed by Zeus to win this battle, Kratos would sacrifice his remaining godhood in order to wield the blade, and once he drew it out of the ground, he would annihilate the statue. So, Kratos was victorious, but he had been played like a fiddle. The eagle was not Athena, but in fact Zeus himself. Disgusted by Kratos' heinous acts, Zeus wished to rob him of his godhood, so he was now mortal and could die permanently. So he would take the blade of Olympus and plunge it deep into Kratos' chest, killing the god of war, and send his soul to the depths of the underworld. But this was not his end. Whilst yes, he was most certainly killed and cast into the afterlife, he
Right.
would be pulled from this hell by the titan Gaia. Having seen the act Zeus pulled on him, Gaia believed that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus the two would develop a partnership of sorts, with both Kratos and the Titans wanting to destroy Zeus and Olympus. Understandably, after their defeat, the Titans were still bitter about their loss, and their mistreatment at the hands of the gods had only stoked their own hatred. So Kratos, in a way, would become their champion. But in order for Olympus to fall, they told Kratos that he needed to seek out the Sisters of Fate, so he could find a way to change the past and destroy Zeus before his own death.
Right.
But before setting out, Kratos had to kill the likes of Prometheus, as he required his ashes to grant him a new form of godhood, the power of a titan. Following this, he would begin his preparations to hunt down the Sisters of Fate. But as expected,
he was
this
fucking
was
shit up
no
in
easy task,
God of War 2.
and Kratos wasn't an amateur at this point. But in order to learn the location of the Sisters of Fate, he needed the assistance of Atlas.
That's an ugly
Kratos
motherfucker,
would
boy.
travel to the island of creation
Boy.
and kill the likes of Theseus, Ulrich once again, Perseus, and finally Icarus, even tearing off his wings and using them for himself as he flew into the depths of the underworld.
People thought that Kratos was gonna get wings because of the Valkyries, and I was like, that kind of makes sense. That'd be cool, but you know.
At first, Atlas is disgusted at the sight of Kratos, still remembering what had happened the last time they had met. But upon learning of his feud with Zeus, he would now see the Spartan as an ally, and explain the Great War at the dawn of time, and how the gods only won due to the Blade of Olympus. To assist in his grand quest, Kratos is given a portion of Atlas's power and thrusted back onto the mortal plane. But it's here where we learn of terrible news. Out of fear and spite towards Kratos, to guarantee that no one could oppose his position again, Zeus would wipe Sparta off the map. And Kratos was once again alone, but lost in his sorrow. The Spartan was ambushed by a kraken, and was nearly killed by it, until he saw visions of Lysandra. Tapping into that loss, that pain, Kratos is able to tear apart the kraken, and finally travel to the temple of the Sisters of Fate.
Shit was
At
crazy.
first, they do attempt to halt Kratos in his pursuit of vengeance, but the ghost of Sparta had come too far and would not be turning back. So he engages the sisters in combat, with the sisters attempting to displace him in time in order to kill him. But the ferocity of the Spartan proves to be far too much, and they fall by his hand, being cast into a mirror that is shattered from reality. As Kratos presses forward, he eventually enters the Loon Chamber. With the weaves of time now at his fingertips, he's able to travel back to the start of the game, at the very moment Zeus stabs him with the Blade of Olympus. With the sword now in his hands, he's able to restore his power, and clashes with the King of the Gods.
Yes, sir.
This fight causes ripples and sparks throughout the land, with the two bringing each other to their knees. It's only until Kratos fakes a surrender, where he's able to get the upper hand on Zeus, pinning his arms down, and plunging the Titan Slayer deep into his chest. But like father, like son, this does not mean the end of Zeus, as Athena would appear just in time to save her father and stop Kratos in his onslaught. But the Spartan continues to press, and as he's about to deal the finishing blow to Zeus, Athena steps in the way,
It's
taking
fucked
the
up,
death
bro. This
blow
nigga always, bro. This should be so fucked up, bro.
and saving Zeus. Athena's sacrifice snaps Kratos out of his blood rage, and confused as to why she would go to such extents to save her father, Athena finally decides to reveal the truth to Kratos, that he is in fact a son of Zeus, and the reason why Zeus has been so determined to end him is because not only is he the prophesied killer of Zeus, but Olympus itself. Zeus was hoping that by killing him, it would stop the cycle of patricide, and the world would continue to go on. So as Athena lies in Kratos' arms, slowly dying, she does tell the Spartan that the death of Zeus means the end of the world as they know it, so she begs him to stop. And whilst he does consider this, as her honesty and compassion outshined the other gods, Kratos knew that he could not turn his back on this. Too much blood had been shed, the pain had been seared into his flesh, so he must finish.
Chat, y'all continue this. I'm about to eat some ice. I'm about to make some ice cream.
Following Athena's demise, Zeus would retreat to Olympus and rally his forces, as he knows that the oncoming storm will be the final battle. Sensing this as well, Kratos calls forth the Titans and reignites the ancient war at the dawn of time. The war
gets fucking real, y'all.
The Titans begin climbing up Mount Olympus, with both sides taking heavy damage. During the battle, Gaia and Kratos lead the charge, with the god of war coming to blows with Poseidon. Upon defeating his steed, the god is left to the mercy of Kratos, who has absolutely no qualms about slaughtering his uncle. After brutally beating Poseidon to death, his sights turn back to Zeus. But upon reaching his pavilion, Gaia is struck down, and a great betrayal takes place. Gaia, much like Zeus, abandons Kratos, revealing to him that he's simply been a pawn in a much larger game. He was only ever saved by them to guarantee them a second opportunity to destroy the gods. Now, much like the start of God of War 2, Kratos is cast into the underworld. But once here, he comes across a familiar face, someone that he definitely did not expect to see, Athena, who here is in her astral form. But a lot has changed with her. It seems like in death, Athena's perspective on Zeus and Olympus has drastically changed, now lining up with the likes of Kratos. Whilst suspicious, Kratos could not deny that he needed assistance to leave the underworld. He needed help in destroying Zeus, and it's here where Athena reveals to him the Flame of Olympus, a legendary and incredible source of power that Zeus himself draws from. Now to snuff it out, Kratos needs a young girl by the name of Pandora to have her destroy the Flame of Olympus. So from this point onwards, Kratos would proceed to fight his way out of the underworld, slaying any and all enemies that would cross his path. This would even include the likes of his other uncle Hades, slaying him with his own weapons, and even stripping him of his soul.
Hey, if y'all didn't know, y'all know now that Zeus is a bitch ass nigga.
Kratos meets an unlikely face in the underworld, and that is Hephaestus, the blacksmith of the gods. From him he learns about Pandora, and how exactly is the box tied to the girl. Well, Zeus, fearful of the power of Pandora's box,
facts Tajay, bro. They ain't experienced them first couple
Kratos,
games, bro.
Had Hephaestus create a key to lock away its frightening power.
What does strength mean to you? Some say it's how fast you run a mile.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
But there are other ways to define.
Now, somehow, this key had gained sentience and took on the name Pandora. And in due time, Pandora grew to be like a daughter to Hephaestus. But Zeus, having seen what this key had become, cruelly ripped her away from Hephaestus' care and cast her out into the unknown. Along with this, the blacksmith was banished from Olympus, and Pandora was lost to the unknown. So after learning of this information, Kratos would set out to obtain the Unfollow Stone. But this was no simple task for the Spartan, as he's seen as a hostile enemy by every possible side. During his hunt for the stone, he crosses the path of many different gods, and as expected, none of them survive. He tears off the head of Helios, destroys the Titan Perseus, and severs the leg of a cocky Hermes. This eventually brings him to blows with his half-brother Hercules. Now what's quite interesting about this interaction here is that Kratos seems to be actually quite reluctant to fight Hercules, believing him to be the best of them. But despite Hercules had grown for Kratos, had overshadowed any form of respect he had for his half-brother. So the two have a bloody battle, one that in fact crumbles the arena beneath their feet. But by the end of it, Hercules is defeated and killed by Sparta. Upon this victory, he would arrive at the location of the stone, but he was met with a large problem. one of titanic proportions. The stone was sealed in the belly of the titan Kratos, and Kratos, being well aware of Gaia's betrayal, would not give it up willingly. So, as expected, Kratos would fight Kratos, and for a while it seems like Kratos had won, having consumed Kratos. But really, this made things much easier for the Spartan, literally hacking his way out of the Titan's guts and driving a nail through his chin, ending the monster.
This is the shit I be talking about, bro. This nigga fucking Kratos, bro, was a demon, my nigga. This nigga was wildin', bro. This is the type of shit I be talking about. This nigga was wildin', bro. Y'all see what I'm talking about, bro. Mans was tweaking. Look what this nigga did, bro. Let's go back.
Being well aware of Gaia's betrayal,
this, bro.
Would not give
It's
it
crazy.
up willingly. So, as expected, Kratos would fight Kratos, and for a while it seems like Kratos had won, having consumed Kratos. But really, this made things much easier for the Spartan, literally hacking his way out of the Titan's guts and driving a nail through his chin, ending the monster.
Look at
Once
this
he
shit.
had claimed the stone, he returned back to the blacksmith, but not even Hephaestus would want him to follow through on his journey, attempting to execute him, as he knew that if Kratos followed through on his quest, then it would spell the doom for the young Pandora. But Kratos will not be denied his vengeance, so he kills Hephaestus on his own anvil. Now, Hephaestus, in his dying breath, does beg Kratos to not bring harm to her, a sentiment that Kratos understandably respects and does consider. After claiming his new weapons, he learns that Pandora is located in a labyrinth and immediately sets out to free her.
Vicious.
As he travels through Hera's garden, he comes across a drunk and belligerent goddess. She has been lost to madness, and whilst at first Kratos shows pity, turning a blind eye to her, once she insults Pandora, something in Kratos snaps. The god of war would instantly turn around and break the neck of the goddess.
This nigga did not
by her
care,
words
bro.
and what she had become. Eventually, Kratos is successful in releasing Pandora of her shackles, and together, the two are able to reach the chambers that house the flames of Olympus. But as Pandora runs to the box, she is stopped by Kratos. It's here where we see that Kratos actually sees a lot of Calliope in her, and he doesn't really know if he has it in him to allow Pandora to sacrifice her own life. But it is not his decision, and she makes it very clear to him that this was her fate. This was her destiny. But as she charges to the box, she is stopped by Zeus, who knows of their plan to rob him of his power. So, in a last-ditch effort, he would attempt to kill Kratos once again. As the two gods are battling it out, Pandora is successful in sacrificing herself to the box, and the flame of Olympus is extinguished. But before the final bout can begin, Kratos and Zeus would be interrupted by Gaia, not quite dead yet. The 3 generations of grand deities all battle it out, with Kratos plunging the blade of Olympus deep through the chest of Zeus and into the heart of Gaia, apparently bringing an end to the slaughter. But Zeus, defiant to the very end, casts forth his astral form in the hopes to finally strip Kratos of his strength, life, and godhood. As Kratos slowly succumbs to Zeus's incredible power, he begins to recount his memories and the hopes that Pandora had instilled within him. Kratos is finally able to forgive himself of his sins, and this breaks the hold that Zeus has on him, having been cleansed of his fear. Zeus's trance on Kratos is broken, and with Zeus's soul now being returned to his body, the king of Olympus would savagely be beaten to death by Kratos, and finally, the Olympian pantheon had fallen. But things weren't over yet. With Zeus's death, Athena's spirit finally resurfaced and requested that Kratos hand over the power of Pandora's box. But Kratos didn't quite understand what she meant. Upon opening the box the second time, he had found it empty. And it's here where we truly understand the contents of Pandora's box. Now bear with me, as it's quite confusing to understand as well as explain. When the box was created long before the events of the first game, It was designed to house the evils, sin, and madness of the Titans, but it proved to be nearly too much for one box to handle. So, Athena would cast into it the power of hope, something that would counteract and subdue the madness of the Titans. When Kratos opened the box, Athena originally intended for Kratos to absorb the contents of the evil in the box and have the hope of it spill out into the world. But here, the exact opposite had happened. Hope instead had been installed deep into Kratos, so deep that it was beneath his self-hate and guilt, something that overshadowed the hope in his soul. But what of the evil? Well, the evil escaped out of the box into the world, but instead of poisoning the world of man, it traveled up into the realms of Olympus and corrupted the minds of the gods, turning the divine deities into blind monsters. It was only up until now, with the assistance of Pandora during Zeus's attack, where Kratos was able to forgive himself and allow the hope that lied deep inside him to finally come to the surface. And this was a form of power she wanted. With the Olympian gods all dead and gone, she would be here at the forefront. She could usher Greece into a new glorious age. But realizing he had once again been a puppet, and that
y'all know what he's gonna do.
Sacrifice was in vain, Kratos would plunge the blade of Olympus deep into his chest and free the power of hope from himself, defying the gods of Olympus one last time and ruin Athena's plans. The world of man could go forward, with no gods guiding their path, and the power of hope would cleanse
he already knew what was up, bruh.
Of the plagues that Kratos had laid upon it. And understandably, Athena was pissed. She would tear the blade back out of Kratos and leave the Spartan to die cold and alone. But of course, this is not quite the end of Kratos' story, as he does survive freeing the power of hope. So with
at the end of the
said,
game,
what happens between the events of God of War 3 and 4? Well, it is explored a little bit in two comic book tie-ins, God of War Fallen God and just God of War. I know, it gets a little bit confusing. During the events of Fallen God, this comic book line basically deals with what did Kratos do after Greece, and how he's trying to avoid fate. Because at this point in time, the Spartan feels like he is cursed. For many days and many nights, Kratos would travel as far as he could away from his past. So far that he ends up in Egypt. And to truly cut his ties from his past, he would throw away the blades of chaos. But every time he rested, every time he fell asleep, they would somehow
pop right back up
in his possession once more. The blades would simply not leave his side. This would go on tirelessly for months, with Kratos not able to sever his ties to them. As he continued to travel throughout the desert, Kratos came across a small village, and the residents immediately recognized
didn't
who
he
was.
end up in Egypt? Was in
reputation
Egypt for a little
had
bit?
spread out from the land of Greece, so it gives you a rough idea of just how much of an impact Kratos had made with the destruction of Olympus.
Crazy.
Because of this, everyone ran away from Kratos. That is, except an elderly wise gentleman. This wise old man would tell Kratos that he's far away from home, and that his destiny doesn't quite lie in these lands. Now, the rude, exhausted Kratos brushes off these remarks, thinking him to be a mad old sage, but his words do in fact hold weight. A month passes by with Kratos in the land of
This nigga
Pharaohs,
went through hell,
still
bro.
attempting to run away from his past and future, as he eventually comes across the village.
I'm Raphael Warnock, and I approve this message.
My husband and I were pregnant with our second child. We received
Once more, where the old man remarks
See how he's
that
growing
it is
his
the
beard
time
and
of
shit?
judgment, and Kratos is rushed by the villagers, who are crying for his help. Now confused and understandably dazed, he tries to understand what they are talking about, but as he turns around, he sees a giant alligator looking to feast on the villagers. At first, Kratos doesn't care, instead wishing for them to leave him alone, but he quickly learns that he can't run away from this battle, and thus is forced to fight the massive beast, killing it in mere seconds. But it turns out that this wasn't the beast they feared. the chaos beast that they were terrified of was submerged beneath the sea. In an exhausted effort, the fallen god would attempt to strike down the chaos beast, but without his blades in hand, Kratos is easily overpowered. Knocked down and dazed, Kratos in a vision is approached by both Athena and an Egyptian god, Thoth, and the two begin to question what is he doing. The pair points out that he can't keep running from his destiny. No matter how far he goes, the past will always be there. And eventually,
that's why he didn't want to use the Blades of Chaos in God of War.
Run away from fate. So once he wakes up, he picks up the Blades of Chaos and slays the Chaos Beast. Following this is where Kratos leaves Egypt and travels to another land. That is the realm of Midgard. A lot of time passes once Kratos enters Midgard. Here in these harsh lands, Kratos would try to harness the anger he had felt towards the gods and learn how to control it at his will. This period of time really does bring on a change for Kratos as a character, as he grows and matures into a level-headed individual. So the Kratos of old is still there, but he hides beneath the surface, only coming out when Kratos needs him. Now one day, whilst exploring the realms, he comes across a very fierce warrior.
You already know who that is.
Come to blows. It is a very long and tiring battle, with neither side besting the other. Eventually it grew to a standstill, as both of them were too exhausted. After exchanging some words, peace was made between the two, and this is how Kratos met Faye. Their respect for each other eventually grew, and this would turn into love, something that Kratos would feel for the first time in just over a century. And Kratos himself felt like a weight had been lifted off his shoulders, as this was maybe the destiny that he had heard so much about. But this didn't mean he was entirely at peace. Knowing how the shadows of his past have always been a step away, he reveals his identity to Faye, who still accepts him despite his horrific acts. From this point onwards, the two would forge a home and even conceive a child, Atreus, although Faye wanted to call him Loki. All seemed well, but Kratos was very distant with the two moving forward, still not at peace with his past. Kratos would periodically leave their home in order to control that pent-up anger. As this was going on, it was Faye that raised the boy, teaching him how to read,
train,
write,
hunt, and things of that nature.
Now, whilst Kratos believed that this was for the best, a rift started to appear in the father-son dynamic, one that would only grow in the years with Kratos' distant nature. And whilst Atreus could have been around Kratos, the young man suffered from an unknown sickness that forced him to remain in the care of Faye.
Cause he's half and half, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird how he, like, that God shit is weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. He's literally half Norse and half Greek, like, mythology-wise. It's fucking weird.
Now, in between this time and
that's insane. You don't hear about shit like that.
There is a comic book tie-in called God of War. And in this very small series, Kratos, unfortunately, gets involved with a clan of berserkers. Whilst trying to handle his rage in the forest, Kratos accidentally kills one of their members in their beast form. After this, the tribe attempts to bring the fight to their home, which was a fatal mistake. Bringing Atreus into the fight made it personal, so due to Kratos' overprotective nature, he would set out to track them down. And after seeking out a witch, he learnt that the berserkers achieved their incredible power from a bear totem. By destroying it, he could stop them. So, with information in tow, Kratos would make his way through Midgard to their den and quickly deal with the totem. Once he had defeated them, they attacked his home, they attacked his child, and in a burst of rage, Kratos exploded into a fury of bloody slashes, killing all of the berserkers. Once the deed was done, Kratos would return back home with Atreus, and the two continued to live with Faye. But sadly, a few winters later, Faye would pass. And as a last request, she wished for Kratos and Atreus to scatter her ashes in the highest peak of all of the realms. Little did they know, what would entail going forward. So this quickly brings us up to the start of Kratos and Atreus' journey for God of War. But before they could start on their journey, Kratos needed to test Atreus, as he needed to know whether or not the boy was strong enough to travel on such a long journey.
And that's where God of War 2018 comes around, training Atreus. Atreus fucking going crazy. This little nigga be getting sick and shit when he tries to run. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, 2008, God of War 2018 was a game, bro.
Spartan take the young boy to the woods so he could hunt deer. But this all quickly spirals out of control.
All type of crazy
as they
shit.
cross Draugrs and even a troll during their hunt.
Yep.
But by the end of it, Kratos ultimately comes to the conclusion that Atreus is far from ready.
Yep.
And if anything, is too weak to follow through on his mother's wishes. So the two would travel home, with Kratos preparing to go out alone. But it's here where they are visited by a mysterious stranger.
Fucking Balder.
Whilst vague, the stranger somehow knew about what Kratos was, and lures him into striking him. By measuring his strength, the stranger is able to reveal his true power, and this leads to a fight between the two, causing Midgard to crumble beneath their feet. When Kratos learns from the stranger that he in fact feels nothing, Kratos goes for the next best option, and that is to snap his neck, disabling him so he can get away. When he returns back home, Kratos believes that his past has finally caught up to him, and that he and Atreus were now being hunted. So together, the two would leave their home, and also follow through on Faye's wishes. During the early parts of their journey, the pair bump into the likes of Brock, and the mysterious witch of the woods,
and his brother,
who learns of their journey
Freya,
and desire to spread their mother's ashes. Wanting to assist them in their noble journey, she points the two in the direction of the Lake of the Nine, where they encounter the world serpent Jormungandr. As they slowly crawl up the mountain to the highest peak of Midgard, the two do encounter Brock's brother, Sindri, who recognizes the work of the axe, as it was him and Brock that created it for Faye. Now, after learning of Faye's
bring up
sad
Faye and
passing,
everything, of course.
he does give them his blessing as the two go forward. After slaying many enemies, from wolves to Draugrs and trolls, they eventually arrive at the base of the mountain, only to find it cursed with what is known as the Black Breath. Wanting to help the two once again, the Witch of the Wood appears and informs them that the only way to remove said curse is by acquiring the Light of Alfheim. She then guides the two to the Bifrost and helps them on their journey. But before she can guide them through Alfheim, a powerful spell and curse binds her and pulls her back to Midgard. So the two are left alone to travel to the heart of Alfheim and acquire its light. But as they get deeper
that part was so
realm,
weird when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
The realm has broken out into an all-out
I
war,
remember this mission like a
light elves on one
motherfucker.
side and dark elves
I
on
remember
the
this
other,
shit.
caught in the middle of their crossfire. The two are forced to battle their way to the light of Alfheim, and after cutting and cleaving through many, they are eventually able to acquire the light, and in turn, free the light elves. With key in hand, they travel back to Midgard and ascend to the higher levels of the mountain. But it's here where they are suddenly attacked by a dragon. At first, the two try their best to avoid it, but when the beast turns its sights to the helpless Sindri, they know they must help their ally. And together, the two kill the ancient beast.
This shit was
As they
crazy.
climb up to the top of the mountain, they overhear voices at the peak. The mysterious stranger from earlier is somehow still alive, and accompanied by the sons of Thor, Magni and Modi.
Fuck 'em both.
Talking to a man encased in a tree, they learn that the stranger is in fact Balder, half-brother to Thor and son of Odin. The trio here have been tasked by the Allfather to track down, kill and detain the man that Balder encountered. So Kratos and Atreus wait until the trio leave and finally reach the top of the mountain. It's here where they meet the man encased in the tree, the smartest man in all of the 9 realms, Mimir.
My guy.
Of their quest, Mimir regrets to inform them that the highest peak is...
Mimir is funny as hell. That's a funny nigga. He be telling hella stories too. That should be funny as fuck. Should be hilarious, bro. This shit don't got no skip, so I can't skip it. It's some bullshit. Fuck, this music is trash. So there's gonna be another one probably.
Introducing the first ever Sierra EV.
I don't care. I don't care what y'all talking about.
Isn't in Midgard, but it is in fact Jotunheim, a realm that is sadly out of their reach, as you couldn't get to it by normal
For some
means.
odd reason.
However, this was not an impossible task, and Mimir offers his services to Kratos and Atreus, but says in order to do so, they must first cut off his head and take him to the Witch of the Woods. Whilst Kratos is understandably hesitant, Mimir tells him that he'll be doing him a service, as every day trapped in this tree and tortured by Odin is no true way to live. So, Kratos would decapitate Mimir and bring his head to the witch. But once Mimir was resurrected, he realizes the identity of the witch, and it's none other than Freya, the former wife of Odin, who has been cursed to forever remain in Midgard. Now, understandably, this rubs Kratos the wrong way, as he does distrust gods, and with Freya's lack of transparency, it turns his opinion of her very sour. But this doesn't stop them on their journey, because with the assistance of Mimir, they would track down Falmer's chisel in order to open up Tyr's vault, the Asgardian god of war, who assisted the Jotuns in hiding from Asgard. But as they track down the chisel, they would be confronted by Magni and Modi, who offer them the chance to surrender, but really, they are looking for a fight. And their overzealous, cocky attitudes
fuck them niggas, bro.
Come back to bite them, as they underestimate who they are dealing with. So Magni is killed.
Fuck Magni. Fuck all of them.
Whilst they are able to avoid the clutches of the Allfather, Atreus' sickness returns, and it's so aggressive that it does cause him to pass out. Here, Kratos is forced to run to Freya's house, and it's here where we actually learn what's been wrong with Atreus. Atreus, having not learned of his heritage, his godhood, had no idea that his powers had been manifesting, and it was taking a toll on his body. He realizes that this is his fault. His secrecy had led to his child's suffering, and he begs Freya for her assistance. Something she can do, as Kratos must travel to Helheim and tear out the hearts of a bridge keeper. By doing so, they can forge a cure for Atreus, but this was going to be a long and painful journey, as his axe is of no use. So Kratos must return home and pick up the sins of his past in order to save his son's future. And on his journey home, he would be haunted by visions of Athena and later Zeus, to which Mimir then learns here the identity of who Kratos is. Now successful in his mission, he brings the heart back to Freya, and Atreus is now cured. As the two re-enter the Lake of the Nine, it's here where Kratos finally decides to tell Atreus that he is half god, something that understandably sparks his curiosity.
Demigod.
What can he do? With this now resolved, the two dive deeper into Tyr's vault and acquire the Black Rune. But ever since learning of his godhood, Atreus has been acting out of character. He begins to look down on mortals that aren't quite at his level, making
basically that little nigga thought, and that little nigga started getting real cocky just because he found out he was half god. Oh, I'm that nigga now, right, bro? Sit your little ass down. You don't even know nothing about nothing yet. And he's still like that, bro. Atreus he's a great character. That little nigga funny, but he don't know what the fuck. That little bastard, man. Little ass nigga, man. For real. It's crazy.
Decisions and not thinking of the repercussions of his own reckless actions. This even goes so far to him killing an already beaten and bloody Modi.
This little nigga, bro, I'm telling you, bro, and I already know he's gonna act out in the next one, bro. I already know he's gonna be acting like this in the next one, bro. And he's older now. I know he's gonna be wilding, bro. I just got a feeling he's gonna be bugging out. I already know it. It's crazy. Hold up. All right, let's get back into it.
Despite this, the two are still able to reach the top of the mountain, but it's here where things really fall apart. Whilst they've been able to open up the bridge to Jotunheim, they would be ambushed by Balder, who attacked Atreus and Kratos. But in the middle of the battle, an unhinged Atreus shoots at his father and attempts to kill Balder.
Bro, I already know about Ares, bro. Sosa, nigga, we already know this. Bro, I know all of it. I know the whole story of God of War already. A lot of people don't know. You saying look up Ares. I know exactly who Ares is. I know the story of Ares. I already know, bro. I already know. You ain't got to tell me, bro. I already know what's up, bro. I already know what's up. So this is the you said is Ares? Oh, you saying is bro? Bro, I don't care about no zodiac signs. But that's what you talking about? If that's what you mean, I don't even know. That game talk about me because my favorite color is red because of Mars. I believe Kratos will be me in the future. Nigga. I don't.
By himself. But he's nothing more than a mere fly to Balder, who instantly
knocks
him unconscious. With the pair defeated, Balder tries to take Atreus to Asgard, even locking it in on the dial in the Bifrost. But before they can be transported, Kratos is able to override the controls.
Right.
And instead, the trio are tossed into Helheim. Once they land, Kratos scolds Atreus for his rash behavior and how he's been acting out of character. With this done, the young man begins to regain his senses and composure before realizing the actions he had done and the things he had said. Helheim is known for torturing those that are cast into it, and in this realm, Atreus is forced to watch himself murder Modi, which really throws him off, as it looks like Atreus doesn't even remember this happening.
Nigga said that wasn't me. I couldn't have done that. Nigga, that was you, little dude. This nigga taking out the Kratos, bruh. It's just in his blood, bruh. It's in his blood.
As they dive deeper into Helheim, they learn here of Balder's connection to Freya. You see, it was no secret that Freya did not like Odin, but the only good thing to have come out of that relationship was Balder, and she loved him. So she bestowed him with immortality in order to protect her son. But such a power came at a cost, and it was more like a curse than it was a blessing, as Balder himself lost all sense of touch and feeling and taste. So needless to say that the two were not on good terms, and the visions only get worse as they are on the brink of escape, as Atreus bears witness to his father brutally killing Zeus, something that he has obviously been trying to hide from his son. Now, once the two are able to escape Helheim, they dive deep below the Bifrost and learn more about Tyr's secrets. They learn that the Asgardian god of war not only reached out to other gods, but played a huge part in hiding the Jotuns from everyone. He had hidden the Jotunheim Gate in a space between the realms, where no mere god or mortal would normally venture to. So as they jump off Yggdrasil and restore the
Asgardian
lost
God of
gate,
War,
they are in need of one final key to the puzzle, the missing travel crystal. And this was located in Thor's statue in the Lake of the Nine, luckily. But sadly,
no, it's not about having an understanding. I don't really, when it comes to zodiac signs, y'all, honestly, because it's like, for example, like there's a person, he's the same month for me same month as me, like this girl that I was talking to, right? For example, right? She said she dated a Taurus before. I know how Tauruses are, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are you even talking about? That shit don't, bro, bro, just because you're a certain zodiac sign, that doesn't mean you're a certain way, in my opinion, because I'm not close to a lot of niggas that's Taurus. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, you a Taurus, I don't fuck. What? That's the dumbest shit ever. I'm not raised like that person, or, you know what I'm saying? I was raised completely different than this nigga. Like, just little shit like that. That shit is weird. So me personally, I don't necessarily judge a person off of a zodiac sign because I know for a fact that people go through different experiences in life. You know what I'm saying? It's all love though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, believe in what you want. I don't judge nobody that believes in what they believe in. That's perfect. Yo, you good, bro. As long as you're a good person, you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Continue to believe in what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not that we can't. I just don't care about it.
The statue had been eaten by Jormungandr at the start of the story, so the two are forced to dive into the belly of the beast. And this seems like a relatively easy quest. However, after claiming it, Jormungandr is violently thrashed around, and the two are tossed out of its mouth.
As they rise
to their feet,
if you know more, it's not about knowing more or knowing less. Who cares, bro? Everybody's different.
And naturally,
everybody's different. You're not better than anybody in here. Nobody else is better than anybody. Like, nobody's better than anyone. So cool.
Points in time, Kratos and Atreus are wary of her actions.
Good, bro.
Not trusting her like they did earlier on. But before she's able to understand why they're so distant, Baldur emerges. And shocked to see his mother once again, turns his sights to her instead of Kratos. Still angered by her blessing, that the only way to right this wrong is by taking her life. And this is something that Kratos can't allow. Seeing mirrors of his own relationship with Zeus and even Atreus, he offers Baldur the opportunity to turn back and walk away, telling him that there is no glory in vengeance. But the Aesir god would not hear any of Kratos' words. So once again the two do battle, and it is a vicious one at that, dragging in the likes of both Atreus and Freya. Sick and tired of the two, Baldur attempts to kill Atreus with a punch, but once he does, he senses a strange sensation in his hand. The curse had finally broken.
Feel that pain, nigga.
Atreus' bow had been tied together by a bit of mistletoe.
Feel that pain, nigga.
Was the only thing in all of the 9 realms.
That shit hurt, don't it?
In fact, break Freya's spell. With Baldur now somewhat stripped of his immortality, Kratos and Atreus are able to overwhelm him, beating the Odin son into a bloody pulp. But as Kratos' grip around Baldur's neck tightens, it is Atreus who reminds him that he's defeated and does not need to be killed. So in Baldur's defeat, Freya is finally able to talk to her son. And here she really does try to reconcile with him, but Baldur is beyond the point of forgiveness, with Freya even offering her own life if it meant that Baldur could forgive her. As Baldur wraps his hands around Freya's neck, his grip is broken by Kratos, who realizes that the only way for them to break the cycle of sons killing their fathers and mothers is for him to do it himself. And finally, after so long, Baldur is killed. And as you would imagine, this absolutely shatters the heart of Freya, who feels betrayed by the two. Now, as the two sides part ways, Kratos and Atreus finally arrive at Jotunheim, and as they ascend to its peak, they find out something very interesting. Kratos wasn't the only person to have been hoarding secrets. When Atreus touches one of the walls, it reveals a mural hidden beneath the surface, one that recounts every footstep and event that had happened to them. This was all predetermined.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Part of a much greater destiny. Part of Freya's plan. So it's here where we learn that Freya didn't come from Midgard. She was in fact a frost giant. The tree she had marked for her burial was designed to reveal her location, so Atreus and Kratos would come together to start the prophecy. Even when Baldur appeared at their doorstep, challenging Kratos, it wasn't because he wanted to fight the ex-Olympian, but he believed that this was in fact a frost.
With over 15 years of experience in the finance industry, I know
this story
what it
get
takes
deep,
to keep
bro.
Georgia's
That
economy
God of War
number
shit
one.
deep, especially the 2018 version. That shit gets
more
deep,
money
bro.
back in your pocket to help you and your family.
These ads be pissing me off, and then none of these ads are skippable, bro. Majority of them aren't. This one is, but this shit is just
giants. The golden markings across the realms were made by her. That is how much of this quest was already predetermined. It was always supposed to be this way.
Right.
to start
Listen.
the prophecy. Even when Baldur appeared at their doorstep, challenging Kratos, it wasn't because he wanted to fight the ex-Olympian, but he believed that this was in fact a frost giant. The golden markings across the realms were made by her. That is how much of this quest was already predetermined. It was always
he didn't even know who
supposed
Kratos
to
was.
be this way. But what exactly was this all for? Just to simply scatter the ashes? No. This was in fact the stepping stones for Ragnarok, an event that would bring on the end of Asgard and the All-Father, Odin. But the two at this point in time do not really understand the part they are going to play in the grand scheme of Ragnarok. From here, the two finally ascend to the highest peak in all of the 9 realms and scatter the ashes of Faye, reuniting her back with her home and her people. With their quest now over, the two finally decide to return back home. But as they fall asleep, Atreus has a nightmare where the house is attacked by yet another Odinson. But this time, it's the fabled Thunderer, Thor. Whilst Kratos initially dismisses this dream, it is Mimir that reminds him to be wary of what the future holds. Fimbulwinter is here, and Ragnarok comes for all. But this is only a journey we will continue to unravel as we draw closer to the release of God of War Ragnarok. But until then, this has been it for the history of Kratos. And I hope you have enjoyed this one, guys. This has been really long, way longer than I had expected. So I do really hope you enjoyed the journey. When I started doing this series,
it's gonna be crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
I wanted to make sure that I could cover every single bit of information I possibly could for an accurate depiction of this character's story from their perspective. Kratos is a very important figure in gaming, so I hope this has done him some justice. Kratos as an anti-hero protagonist is such a unique one to the world of gaming. His anger and rage is so incredibly well justified, but it has been misguided so many times. And there's a beautiful tragedy to his character because of that, and how destiny and fate can be a curse you acquire or one you are born with. So with that said, that has been it for me. But please, before this video wraps up, guys, I'd super appreciate if you could all give this video a thumbs up. This took a lot of time to make, and I'd love to make more in the future if you could all show me a little bit of support. Plus, I need to feed my editor or he's gonna kill me considering how long the length of this video is. Also, if you want to go that extra step, please do not forget to subscribe and
that was good, man.
Bell. So, as always, please...
That was good. That was good, bro. Looking forward to Ragnarok's gonna be incredible. Ragnarok's gonna be incredible. I think other might research something totally different. The boss fight was dope. To start the game facing Boulder. Boulder. Baldur. It's Baldur, bro. You good though, bro. Had to give Baldur straight hands when I play. Bro, on God, bro. That nigga's annoying, bro. So Faye kind of responsible. Yeah, hell yeah, she's responsible for Ragnarok. You damn right. No, I'm good. I don't want to use ad blocker. I don't got time for all that. Just understand some people might not. I understand people gotta get paid, bro. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok story is gonna be insane. That was a great video. Yeah, this was a good video. This was a good video. Shout out to who made this video? Forgot their name. History Behind the Warrior. Yeah, shout out to History Behind the Warrior, bro. Drop a lot of content. I've saw a few videos from them. Oh my God, bro. So nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, bro. Let them be, bro. They don't give a fuck. So I don't know why you're trying to force it down somebody. You know what I'm saying? When they don't give a fuck. You know, bro? It's okay, bro. Fuck it. That's like me trying to get somebody to like a game and they don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, this is going to be crazy. So after Ragnarok, what's next? I mean, I could see... Honestly, I could see Kratos and them niggas going to Egypt. Atreus gonna be old as fuck. I could see them going. Into the Egyptian mythology. That would be. You gotta think that shit would be crazy. Egyptian mythology, bro. He was already in Egypt for a little bit. Fucking with the Egyptians and shit, bro. Egyptian mythology, Egyptian gods. I could see that happening. You gotta admit, that shit would be crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit would be a crazy game. We pulling the Asgard to body Odin for. Fuck Odin. Fuck them Asgardians. God of War is gonna be amazing. Game coming out November. I already know when it comes out, bro. It's gonna be incredible. Persian mythology? Wait, huh? Persian? I think they're going to Egypt, back to Egypt. No, I ain't gonna ban them. Why would I ban them? Your mindset is very, very low. Bro, listen, bro. Just because a motherfucker don't think the same way as you, like the same things as you, doesn't mean their mindset is low just because you're into something and somebody else is not. That's the most ignorant shit I ever heard a person ever say in my entire life of living, bro. That's the most ignorant shit I ever heard. Bro, who gives a fuck, bro? God damn. That's like me telling a nigga, you're an idiot because you don't like football or sports or you don't watch sports, so fuck you, you're low. You have a low mindset. What? You're lame because you don't like sport, or video game. Like, bro, who cares, bro? Nobody gives a fuck. Bro, that's cool. You like what you like. Other people like what they like. Some people don't give a fuck about shit. Respect it. Respect the fact that some people just don't care about certain things, bro. You're not. Everybody's different, bro. Accept that. Accept the fact that everyone is different, bro. Nobody's knocking you for liking what you like and believing what you believe in. That's what's up, bro. Be you, my nigga. But at the same time, bro, you knocking it. That's so ignorant, bro. Y'all motherfuckers gotta grow up, bro. You know how many niggas I tried to get to like Red Dead Redemption 2 and they don't fuck with the game? And I respect it. I can't do nothing about it. God damn. Can't do nothing about it, bro. It is what it is, man. I ain't disrespect them. Just because you have no get the fuck out. You're banned. You're banned, bro. You're fucking banned, bro. Get out of here, bro. It was nice knowing you, buddy. I don't need that negative energy in here, bro. I don't need that negative energy in here, bro. That shit is annoying, bro. Just because you don't shut the fuck up. I don't need that negative energy in here, bro. Like that's annoying, bro. You just got banned, bro, from the channel, bro. I ban people. I don't got time for that, bro. It's just annoying, man. He wasn't even trolling. He was dead ass serious. He wasn't even trolling. Mans was dead ass, bro. Gosh, bro. Let me subscribe to these niggas because I wasn't even subscribed. Jesus Christ. How do you have that bro, how do you have such a one mind, like not even one mind, is just a weird mindset like that? You have a low mindset because you don't care about bro, what? That's the most stupidest shit I have ever heard a person ever say in my life, bro. I've never in my life heard no dumb shit like that. I'm going Arthur Morgan all day because he could swim. Arthur Morgan's a better character than John Marston. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? Who are you telling to relax? If you talking to me, don't tell me to fucking relax. That'd be pissing me off saying that stupid shit. I should ban you just for that. But I ain't gonna do it, because I ain't no bitch. Anyway, alright. Let's see. Kratos kill count? God damn. They got Kratos' kill count on this motherfucker? Official plot. Details. Characters. Ooh, we might have to watch that tomorrow. We might have to watch that tomorrow, bro. But alright, y'all. We about to end the stream. It was nice. This was fun. This shit was fun as hell, bro. So yeah. So for the people that never knew, you know, Kratos' story. Oh, Joe, facts. For the people that never knew Kratos' story, bro, there it is. I'm planning on streaming this shit at midnight. Tomorrow. Hopefully I can, cause I still have yet to pre-order this shit. I still have yet to buy it. I don't even have the money to buy it, to be honest. But I will find it. No worries. I will definitely find it. I just paid. Jesus Christ. I just spent $1,200 on my rent. $375 on my car note. Another $120 for insurance. Another $140 for something else. I can't even speak on that. And then another $140, like $130-ish for something else. And then credit cards. So that's about total 200 and something, maybe. All in like less than a week, like a couple days. Tragedy. So right now, I'm broken in a motherfucker. Yeah. Bills, bro. Being an adult sucks. Thanks for the stream, everybody. Like and subscribe. Yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe before y'all leave. Rich, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you, King Mo. You a GOAT, bro. I appreciate you, Brody. But I'm gonna catch y'all later, bro. If you want to become a member of the channel before you leave, it's only 99 cents a month. Go ahead and join. You can just click join on the page, on my channel, or you can just go to any link in the description and it'll say become a member down there. If you want to join the giveaway that my bros are doing on the channel, two God of War giveaways. Go ahead and join. The rules are in the description. So definitely pop up and check out the rules in the description if you want to join that giveaway. All right, y'all be easy, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Deuces, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all liking that stream. Yes, sir. We out. Deuce. John, appreciate you, Brody. Patton, appreciate you. Jay, appreciate you, my boy. Why does PlayStation Store says it comes out on the 8th? I don't know. That's weird. But all right, I'm gonna catch y'all. Deuces. I'm gonna check it out. Actually, hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Hold up. PlayStation Store said it comes out on the 8th. Send me that, bro. Hold up a second. Wait, that don't. The fuck is wrong with my PlayStation? Hold up, bro. What is wrong with this shit? Give me a second. On the 8th? No, that shit don't come out on the 8th. It comes out on the 9th. Where are you located at, bro? Where are you located at? That's weird. Cause it literally just said the 9th. No, they don't got that. They don't got the 1 day early shit. It gotta be different time zone. They don't got the they don't have early access for God of War. That doesn't make any sense. Hold up, no. Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it comes out on the 9th. But he said on PlayStation it says the 8th. I put money on. You in Memphis? How the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. No. It's on the 9th, bro. It comes out on the 8th for you because you're like a couple hours or an hour and something behind from the East Coast. I think they're going by East Coast time. Well, yeah, they're going by East Coast time, or Eastern time. So it's on the 9th Eastern time. Bro, what is wrong with you? You need you need mental help, bro. You need mental help, bro. This nigga came back. You need mental help, bro. No. He Memphis is like a couple hours behind. Or hours, I think, no. Is it ahead or behind? I think it's a couple, like an hour behind, maybe. I think he's like an hour behind, so it comes out on the 8th for him. If you got to think, 12 p.m. Eastern time, an hour behind is going to be 11. You know what I'm saying? So his probably come out on the 8th. Ours come out on the 9th. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, people from New Zealand get theirs from that shit. I never understood that. That's fucked up, bro. I never understood that. I feel like everybody should get their game at the same time, bro. Like when it releases, like when shit releases, like how they get their shit a whole day early? Come on, bro. That's not even cool, bro. I feel like, yo, fuck that. Everybody should get theirs at the same exact. I know it's different times of the day. I get that 100%. But if you're going to drop that shit at 12 Eastern time, I feel like whatever day it is or whatever time it is on that day, they need to drop it on that day at that time. GameStop just called me and told me to come by tomorrow night. That's nigga. Midnight is not tomorrow. Midnight is on Wednesday. That's the next day. That's when midnight is the 9th, bro. Not the 8th. Do y'all not understand that 12 o'clock at night is literally considered the following day? That's why it's a.m. and not 12 o'clock. Lord have mercy. Stay in school, y'all. Stay in school, bro. Stay in school. But, it's all love, y'all. I ain't judging nobody, bro. Jesus Christ. No, Jay, you in Memphis, so what? All right, what time is it in Memphis? What time is it in Memphis? Are y'all like... Y'all might be Eastern time, huh? See, y'all are Central time. See, y'all... You're Central Standard Time. See, look. Memphis. Look. Central Standard Time. It's 7:35 in Memphis right now. PM. It's 8:36 PM. I'm in Atlanta. I'm Eastern time. The game comes out at 12 PM. You're an hour behind me, bro. The game comes out at 12 PM Eastern time, right? On the 9th. Or 12 AM Eastern time on the night. Midnight of Eastern time. Midnight Eastern time on Wednesday, right? Which is Wednesday morning, 12 AM early in the morning, the first hour of the morning, right? So, that means the game will come out at 11 PM Eastern time for you. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, it comes out on the 8th for you. It comes out on the 8th for you. Technically, you're still getting it on the 9th, but on Central Standard Time at 12 AM here, it's not necessarily the 9th yet, so it still be the 8th for you. You see what I'm saying? So, like in Cali, it's going to be 9. They're going to get their game. Their game drops at 9 PM. You see what I'm saying? Because when it's 12 AM here, it's 9 PM there. You see, you get my drift? So, yeah, you're going to get on the 8th. Gilbert, what's up, bro? Very late tomorrow. What you mean very late tomorrow? Yo, y'all crazy. Huh? Bro, Joe, you about to get blocked too. You about to get blocked too, nigga. Nigga be wanting to get blocked. They be wanting to get banned. I just be banning niggas. I don't even be caring no more. I just be getting people out of here, bro. Cause y'all are weird. Not y'all, but not everybody, but some people. Some people are just weirdos, bro. GameStop normal unless people get the game a few hours early. They need, bro. Fuck that. They need to stop with that physical. This is why the game get leaked, bro. This is why the game get leaked. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know how many people probably got the game early as hell just from GameStop having it early, or Walmart having a game early, or whoever having a game early? They're going to open all the way to 12 midnight, so technically you're right. Wait, so technically you're right. They want me to come through at 11 p.m. Ah, I see what you're saying. That line will be vicious. Wait, I forgot to ask you how was your date yesterday? It was cool. He will have access very late tomorrow. No, it was cool, bro. It was cool. You know. Big love from the UK. Shout out to the UK, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my UK motherfuckers, man. Y'all are goats. Y'all are gods. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the UK for real. I swear. I fuck with the UK. I want to go to the UK so bad. I know I have so many friends in the UK. So many content creator buddies in the UK, man. It's crazy. Shout out to the UK, man. I'm going to come up there soon. Like, whenever I get a chance, I'm going to come out there. For sure. For sure. Oh, God, bro. I'ma slide anytime you want. Put you in Janelle, I'ma teach you understand. Big love from the UK. Slip and slide like a waterfall. Metro. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second, my nigga. I don't even know why I'm still streaming right now. I supposed to have been done. Crazy. But you know, I will speak about something, but I'm not gonna do that. So we ain't gonna do that. It's all love. Damn, come on, man. Y'all know what I'm about to watch? Raising Canaan. Finally. Big love from the UK. Stream late tonight. Chat, I love y'all. On some homie shit, bro. On some big bro shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might be older than me. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might be older than me, bro. Some of y'all might be younger than me. It's all love, bro. But hey, I'm gonna be out, man. Come to Amsterdam, Witty. Yo, shout out to Amsterdam. You heard? I gotta come up, bro. Bro, one of these days when I'm big, bro. Pause. When I'm like bigger on like the streaming and like content creating in general, I'm gonna be traveling the world, bro. It's gonna be crazy, man. I never been out of the country, bro. I've never been out of the country, bro. I'm looking forward to it. No, I'm not gonna download it at 12 a.m. in the morning. No, I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I barely even fucking drink. So nah, my body is my temple, bro. And nothing's wrong with weed, you know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing against it, you know what I'm saying? That shit helps so many people, you know, but at the same time, I don't need it personally. I don't judge nobody that person. I could be around it. It doesn't bother me. Cause I know it don't kill people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it doesn't bother me, but me personally, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be out here. For what? Why would I don't need it for anything. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm mentally there. I'm good, bro. Well, if it's like you know, mentally, like, I'm straight. But that's not the main reason why people smoke weed, obviously. It's different reasons why people smoke. But me, yeah, I'm good, bro. I don't need it. But respect, nothing but respect. I support it, you know, but I don't be out here telling motherfuckers to go smoke. But, like, yo, I'm not against it. Yeah, weed is weed. It's a plant. Literally. Natural. You don't even add nothing to it. Weed is not bad for your health, brother. I don't smoke weed, but it's not bad for your health. You can forget a few things, you know. What do you got in games inside? Drinking is fucking horrible. I ain't gonna lie. Like if I'm out at a little party or get together, I'll take a shot. I'll drink, but I don't be getting wasted. I don't do that shit. No, I'm a social drinker. Like, you know, but I don't drink heavy. Like I said, I haven't drank anything in forever. I don't drink, bro, like that. Like, it's rare. It's rare, bro. I haven't drunk in months. You feel me? So, yeah, man, you know. I can go years without drinking. Like, that doesn't, because I'm not a drinker. I'm naturally not a drinker. But if I'm at a party, yeah, I'm going to take him and get a little drink, yeah. Like, if I'm at a restaurant, maybe might get a little drink if I feel like it, if it's that type of night. But I don't be on that shit heavy like that. That shit fucks your brain up. It gives you all the type of shit, bro. And fucks your liver up. Your liver don't even heal. So it's like, you know. I can easily forget about anything. I don't care. Yeah, no, weed do fuck with your mental, as in, like, forgetting about shit. That's one main reason. I gotta keep my mind gotta stay sharp, bro. That's the only thing that I care about. I like a sharp mind. I could think about shit. Boom, 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 boom. But I know some smart motherfuckers, bro. Like, bro, smarter. My bros are smart as fuck. I mean, I know some smart niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Smart motherfuckers, bro. Bro. Smart, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, after this, all the hype is going towards Spider-Man 2, 100%. Hogwarts Legacy as well, and Forspoken. But, yeah, Marvel Spider-Man 2. 100% all the hype is going towards that. I'm just going to be making hella content based on, well, not just that, but I'm going to be focused on Hogwarts Legacy probably next. And then, you know, since we, like, been expanding into other games and shit. But Marvel Spider-Man, of course, still. I got a video coming out for that. You can fuck up it. You know, drinking causes what's that shit? What's the shit called when you literally I know the word, but I just can't think of it at this very moment. I know the word. Fuck. What's that shit called when you literally forget things when you get older? What is it called? I know the word. It's at the tip of my tongue. Y'all know the word. I forgot the word. But it's like bright as fuck. God damn. Not amnesia. Alzheimer's. Dementia, same thing, yeah. Well, kind of. Both of them, nigga. Basically, it's Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's. But, yeah, Alzheimer's is like, drinking causes that. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Like, literally, you can research that shit and it, yeah. If you drink all the time, that shit will fuck you up when you're older, bro. Fuck you up. You know that shit goes straight to your brain, bro. That's why, yeah, I try not to even fuck with that shit, bro. No, yeah, like I said, everybody, smoking don't do that. Smoking weed ain't gonna do that. Smoking weed don't do that. If anything, that shit helps people. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really... But, alright, yo, I'm out, man. I'm actually into this stream. This is a good convo, though. But I only forget how to play games like if I stop playing. I think with weed... I mean, there's different strains of weed. There's some weed that gives you energy. That weed that make you eat. Well, it's going to make you eat regardless. But, like, different things. It's for different things. Like, they have different strains. But I don't like the feeling of not being able to fully be me. Like, that's why I don't get wasted. That's why I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I like being sober. That's why you mix your drinks, bro. You don't ever eat. I'm not drinking no alcohol straight. I'm sorry. I always mix my drinks. Fuck that. Niggas be like, oh, you not. Nah, nigga, I want to enjoy my drink. If I'm drinking something, I want to enjoy it. I ain't trying to get wasted and just drink straight fucking alcohol. That shit's disgusting. Sorry, bro. Alright, y'all. Out. Deuces. Yes, sir. Y'all go to sleep. No, not sleep. Y'all get some rest. No. Take a shower. Stank ass. No, y'all, for real though. Y'all get some rest, bro. Alright, y'all get some rest, please. Plenty of rest.